Well, obviously this is also no good because the cue ball just follows way too much, and this is not the 8 ball you want to have. So how about we just hit a bit softer? So now obviously I'm trying to not hit as hard, that the cue ball stops earlier. So it can also hit a lot harder, and you can still make the cue ball stop in place regardless of the speed. You can see that one was a lot harder. So why is that? Why can you do it on a stop shot and why can't you do that on a follow shot? Or maybe you can. You will see in a minute. So the thing is, on a stop shot, what you want to ensure is that the cue ball is not rolling forward when it hits the ball. It should not spin backwards. It should just slide. No forwards, no backwards rotation when you're making contact with the object ball. This is why you can hit at different speed, because it's all about the rotation. And the good news is you can also do that with a follow shot. You can hit at any speed and always make the cue ball follow just that amount, maybe a bit further, maybe a bit shorter, no matter how hard you're hitting. This is the great thing. Well, there's a bit more to that, but I will teach you the whole physics behind that shot at the very end of this video. Now let's just have a look at the shot. So what we want to achieve is that when the cue ball makes contact with the object ball, that it just has a tiny bit of forwards rotation on it. Just like that. Did you see the cue ball just was moving a bit forward? So what did I do? Well, I was just hitting a tiny bit above center. This means the cue ball wasn't rolling forward when it was traveling to the ball. It just had a tiny bit of forwards rotation on it. And this was why the ball also just followed a tiny bit. So you don't want to put a maximum follow, not maximum high on the cue ball, but just a tiny bit. And then the cue ball will just follow a tiny bit, even though when you're hitting hard. So let's set the shot up again and give it a try. So here, when I'm playing that shot, I'm not hitting low, I'm not hitting maximum high, I'm just hitting a tiny bit above center. And all of a sudden, we hit really hard, but the cue ball just followed a tiny bit, and we have a perfectly straightened shot on the 8 ball. Alright, let's use that type of shot in the next situation. In this situation, you need to get from the 1 to the 8. So let's roll that in first and see if we can just get a straightened shot on the 8 ball. So no high, no low, just rolling the ball. And the cue ball already followed way too much, and this is not a shot you want to have on the 8 ball, right? So